Welcome to today's episode of Film Freaks, where today we're discussing my trailers.
Whoa. Superman's trailers.
My trailers.
Superman's trailers.
My trailers.
What's up, Film Freaks? Welcome to our very special episode of Trailers, where we'll be discussing strictly BVS, Batman vs. Superman. To kick things off, we're going to be discussing the very first teaser trailer that was released, and then we'll talk about the Comic-Con, and we'll work our way to the 49-second trailer that was released a couple days ago, and then talking straight into the Jimmy Kimmel's release of Batman trailer number 2.
Right on. And the first teaser trailer that we got, I thought it was great. I think that's perfect kind of teaser trailer where they just hitting you the good stuff that you want to know. They start with a nice little monologue. They go into Superman. They show you clips of him. And then they switch over to Batman. And they have, they show you clips of him. And to me, my favorite part of all the trailers is that line at the end that Batman says of, do you bleed? Like, I think... I got all kinds of sweaty when I heard that.
That was epic.
And to me, that's of all the scenes and everything. Like that's yet my favorite part of all these trailers. So
yeah, I agree. I think it gave a perfect balance of both. You get a segment of Clark Kent, a little bit of Superman, even with the false god. So it definitely tells you time has passed by. You have people who believe that he's some kind of a god, and then a lot of stuff has happened just within just that statue alone. It tells you so much. And then you go into the Batman and Bruce Wayne aspect where you see he's very angry.
Right.
There's a lot of anger with him. So we get this really gritty Bruce Wayne already. And then you get clips of Batman.
Right.
And then you get them both. I think it was really well balanced.
Yeah.
And I would have to say it's one of my favorite trailers as well.
Do you bleed? And then they gave us the full-length trailer, our first one. That one also, it went from good to great. Like I think this was the perfect trailer. Everything that they did in that one, they went a little more in depth with the Superman Clark Kent character, and they showed us a lot more Batman. They showed us, fight scenes between them. So I loved what they did. They built off the first one, and it was a really good trailer. I absolutely loved it. I knew we were going to get another one, but if that's all we have gotten, I would have been okay with just that one trailer.
Yeah, same here. I think that one was great. I still think that the first one's still my favorite, mostly because it gave you not enough story to know what's going to happen, what the story is about, but just enough visuals to get you hyped up. Right. This one actually gave you more story. So when it comes to the context of the story, I think it's great. Definitely a lot of the fight scenes, gave me the goosebumps. It gave me the chills. It excited me even more. But I would say that the one thing I did like about that first con trailer was that they did show Wonder Woman a little more.
And they did give us that kind of epic scene at the end where Superman comes in and rips the doors off, and then Batman and Superman are standing like face to face. But it's still not as good as the whole "Do You Bleed" thing, which it was good, but it's not enough. And then a couple days ago, they kind of dropped this little teaser trailer, which wasn't much to me. It was kind of like, I would have been okay if I didn't see it. Where basically Superman comes down, he walks up to Batman, rips his mask off, and I'm like, okay, that was okay. Pretty much just like one scene of the movie, but yeah.
Right, it was a 49-second teaser trailer. Honestly, I would have rather not seen that at all. I think it's a good pump up, and I'm assuming that the reason why they dished that out because they probably knew that Civil War was going to be released, and they didn't want to get lost in the hype of Civil War, so they threw that out. And to me, I think that it might have not been 49 seconds. Doesn't sound important, but I felt. If the trailer, based on the rumors and speculation that this could be a dream sequence versus this is realistic, in the event that it is a realistic moment between them where he demasks Batman and rips the cowl off of him, and they meet for the first time and realize that Bruce Wayne is Batman, I think that's too much of an important role just to showcase or scene. To me, if this is the first time that Superman realizes this is Bruce Wayne, I think they gave a little too much there. I would have rather have gotten the chills in the theater looking at it. I was like, oh my god, he just ripped out the mask, like, ah, screaming internally, maybe even
Right.
out loud. But
I really don't care either way. Like, yeah, I was like whatever about it. So.
And then that final trailer dropped, and man, holy crap, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was good and bad, but I mean, I'd say more good than bad. But yeah.
Well, I don't know. I loved it up to about the 2-minute and 20-second moment. I think everything was great. I think the interactions between Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne. Interaction where Kent is asking him questions about the vigilante, and Batman is like, Bruce Wayne is talking to him and kind of being really
Batman-y.
Right, Batman-y. So I thought that was great, and then the voice drops, and I was like, who in the blue hells is that?
Yeah.
And it was none other than Lex Luthor, and I was like, really? He has that dorky, obnoxious sound that I was really hoping that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, I really didn't. I didn't like his. I think to me it kind of. They even stopped the music and everything. Like they have like this build up going, and then he comes in and his whole character to me was kind of like it didn't fit almost.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, I hope in the movie it doesn't like ruin it or it doesn't take you out of it. But just his whole tone and the way his character was, I was like. And Jesse made a good point earlier when we were talking that. I mean, you do have like these big two guys going at it, and they're gonna really have a dark tone to the movie. So maybe they're trying to lighten it up with Lex, but that's not Lex. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. He just seemed weird and goofy to me.
Right,
so.
And and feeding off of what I was saying previously in our conversation, like I see the balance. You have these two monsters because let's face it, Henry and Ben are massive. These guys are freaking tall, like 6'2", 6'5". I think Affleck is 6'5", 6'6". Like these guys are massive, and then not only are they tall in height, but then the girth of muscular, the muscles. These guys are huge, and then you got little old Jesse. I mean, he's like, I think almost 6 feet.
He's a little.
He's somewhere in the 5'10", 6 feet area. And he's skinny, and I can see why they wanted to give him the quirky, psychotic feel to him. Mm-hmm. But when I think of Lex Luthor, I think of assertive. I think of authoritative, and he doesn't feed off of that. And maybe like his public persona is like this quirky billionaire guy, and then deep down inside in his operations of crime, he's like this evil, really authoritative character, and maybe we'll see both sides of things.
Yeah, and it could be that again, it's just they're creating a universe from scratch, so it could be they're starting to develop him, and his character will grow, and then he'll really become more of the Lex that we know. I'm sure that his exposure to kryptonite or whatever that's going to do to him, that could really push his character forward. But that little bit that I saw in that trailer just was like, ugh, I didn't like the feel of the Lex character. And then, I mean, like Jesse was saying, everything else was pretty great until they expose you to
Doomsday.
And it was so like, upset. I mean, even though everybody already knows that he was going to be in it and that was going to be what brings them together, like we already knew that. But it's one of those things where it's like, you know it, but you don't have to show it to us. You know what I mean? Like, I thought, like he was saying, right in that 2-minute, 20-minute
like
mark,
2:20
around there somewhere, where Batman's like, "What did you do?" And then you hear kind of the roar. Like if they would have ended it right there, I would have loved this trailer. But I think they went a little too far. Like they gave us too much that what we already knew, but still, like I didn't want to see it. I really didn't.
Yeah. I think if and I guess that's the editor in me or whatever, but like. If they would have done that roar after that comment that was said about what have you done, and like after seeing all those weird tentacles attaching or detaching, whatever it was doing, and then you hear that the comment, and then it goes into black, and then you hear the roar, and then you get the 3 shot of them, as it zooms in, and then end it there. But they gave us the Zod / Mutant Ninja Turtle. Doomsday character, and I really wasn't happy with that character. He looked too much like a turtle, and that's my personal opinion. too much. And maybe as they fight and he gets more aggressive, he'll start to build the spikes that everybody knows Doomsday to have. It makes him look more aggressive and evil looking. So I mean, I don't know. I was really torn apart to actually seeing Doomsday. That was something that I could have waited to get revealed, even though that the speculations were extremely high.
Right.
That was the reason why they're going to unite as
together,
the JLA.
Right. So I mean, overall, I'm super excited. I mean, I'm still gonna go run out and see it. Like, that's, to me, could be my #1 movie that I'm like most looking forward to for next year. So it doesn't deter my excitement for the film at all. I still love all the trailers. I mean, I've watched all of them. I don't even know how many times. So I'm still very much looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, same here. Like, definitely, I'm extremely excited for it too. That's definitely not gonna take me away. If anything, I already took the days off. I actually have the day before and the day after. I'll probably go all 3 days to watch that movie.
Right. So that's our take on the 4 trailers. I mean, what did you guys think?
Let it know.
Yeah. Right on, guys. Well, hey, film freaks, if you guys enjoyed watching our video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up.
Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe.
And go ahead and check out some of our other videos. Do it now!
What's the matter with you? Do it now!
Do it!
It's not a tumor!